Hi and welcome to another video by me. This one is going over my latest guitar, the Shergold SM02, as the title would kind of depict. Yeah, bought this at the beginning of the year, well actually the end of last year, literally the day before New Year's Eve. Took a day trip down to Cambridge, about an hour and a half's drive away, and went to a lovely little place called Miller's Music in Cambridge and tried out a few of these Shergolds. I initially was going to go for the Shergold SM01, which has a humbucker and a P90, but I found a P90 just a little bit too fat, too rounded for my liking. I like the single coil sound. I've said in a few of my videos, in the neck, just to kind of counteract that sort of the full bodiness of the actual natural sound. You know, just give it that sort of delicate edge. So yeah, I opted for the SM02, which is like a super strat or a hot strat with the humbucker, single coil. We also do an SM03, which is 3 single coils. May do an SM04, which is 2 humbuckers. Went for this for a few reasons. Firstly, just the sort of heritage. Shergold's an old English brand, not ye olde English, but old English brand, sort of famous in the 70s and 80s, used by bands like Genesis, I believe, Depeche Mode, people like that. And like a lot of companies, just sort of went out of favour. But recently were bought out by Barnes and Mullins, the same people that make the Faith acoustics, which are meant to be absolutely awesome. And much like with Faith acoustics, Barnes and Mullins now produce these, or at least design these, alongside or with the help of Patrick James Eggle, the esteemed UK luthier that makes obviously super deluxe, high-end boutique guitars. But you can definitely tell he's had some decent input into this. You just get a lot of bang for your buck. Which again, kind of another reason for buying it is the bang for the buck. You know, you've got the Patrick James Eggle name behind it. Companies like Barnes and Mullins making guitars in Indonesia, like a lot of people do. Probably in the same factory as a lot of the other companies. Shipped back to the UK and set up by Patrick and his team, and then shipped out to the shops. And you can really tell it's had a bit of input from, you know, much the same if, say, PRS, Paul Reed Smith, started, you know, designing guitars for other people. It'd no doubt be a brilliant guitar. And the same as Leo Fender, look at the guitars that he touched, the G&Ls, etc. Awesome guitars. And Patrick James Eggle, in my mind at least, has done the same with this. And like I say, you get a lot of bang for your buck. I got this with the case for less than the guitar itself, for about £800. But yeah, again, that's the sort of like the beauty of actually going into a guitar store, unlike ordering online like we all tend to do nowadays. Went into a guitar store, tried a few guitars out, and actually managed to get a deal with the bag and the guitar for, like I say, less than the guitar was meant to be itself. So going from the top to the tip, or top to the bottom, you get staggered 3-a-side locking tuners, non-branded, but they're brilliant. The tuning stability on this guitar is better than any of my other guitars. This lovely metal Shergold head badge logo that's actually sunken into a rosewood head. Tusk nut, 22 frets with hand-laid aluminium inlays, 25.5-inch scale length, so much the same as a Fender scale length. Seymour Duncan single coils, and a Seymour Duncan trembucker in the bridge. The bridge itself, again, is designed in-house with Patrick James Eggle. This sort of Telecaster-esque surrounded bridge with compensated brass saddles. Volume and tone, the tone is push-pull, so you can split this to get that kind of famous-ish. Not that it's famous-ish. The second setting on a Strat is very, very famous, but you can kind of replicate that by splitting the humbucker. I'll show that in a minute. So 5-way selector and a genuine Bakelite scratch guard or pick guard. Then flipping it over, again you get a genuine Bakelite bay cover. You get a little bit of machining to allow easier access, but not enough to really make a huge difference. And again, this is kind of cut at ever such a slight angle. Holding it in this light as well, I went for the Dirty Thru Blonde, and it's got ever such a pearlescent hue to the colour, which again is just makes it even more wonderful. And then one of the biggest selling points to an extent, and what potentially got this into 5th place of Guitar of the Year on the Guitar Nerds podcasts and YouTube channel, is this rosewood neck, which, you know, they talk a lot about, much the same as they do the guitar that won it was the Sterling Valentine model, which again just has an awesome neck, and they rate this alongside that. And again, for the price point, 800 quid, you don't get a solid rosewood neck on any guitar for that price point. And another little boutique touch is a lovely little silver handwritten serial number in like a silver Sharpie. So going to some quick sound bites. Another new product using the orange Brent Hinds Terror through the clean channel, or natural channel, because it's called natural apparently because it's meant to kind of be as natural as the guitar sound into the speaker as possible. It kind of bypasses as much as possible from the input through the volume to the output, in theory. Sorry, there's someone running past the house. And the Vox in it's as clean as it gets channel on my settings. We'll go neck, back to the bridge, split the bridge, and then back to that sort of second setting, just so you can again hear the single coil split and with the combined middle pickup. Sorry, getting lost for words, trying to get this video done. Now with a mild overdrive, I'm using the new Fender Santa Ana overdrive, just on the basic setting with no boost, and I'll chuck the long amp ultra distortion, a Tube Screamer clone, through the Vox. And then going full beans, the Brent Hinds through its overdriven channel and the long amp ultra distortion with the Tube Screamer and the boost engaged. that's just about it. So if you haven't guessed, I like this guitar a lot. I haven't really played many of my other guitars since buying this one. I've now started to try and almost force myself to have like a Telecaster Tuesday or a Fender Friday or a Straturday or a Gibbs Sunday. Again, I'm not saying I warrant all these guitars, I've just been lucky enough to be able to get them. And yeah, I should be better. So with that in mind, constructive criticism is always welcome. Being a troll is just being a dick. It's just not necessarily in any way, shape or form. If you have found anything in this video likeable, useful, interesting, amusing, yeah, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button. Again, I don't see the point in the thumbs down button. There's just too much negativity in the world as there is. Yeah, if you don't like the video, just don't watch it. Simple as that. Anyway, cheers for watching. Like I say, if you have enjoyed it, hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. Constructive criticism, yeah, smiley emojis, poo emojis, whatever. Anyway, cheers for watching. Bye bye.